Hey science crew, this is the website for the lab that we did in class on populations and food webs. So to understand this website, you need to take a look around first. And what do you see? We have this food web here, okay? It's got some different organisms on it. We got plants, herbivores, omnivores, predators, and you'll see that some of them are highlighted. And then over here we have this square. It's kind of confusing at first, but if you just think about it like an ecosystem, you're looking at it from a bird's eye view. You are flying over the top of it, looking down at this ecosystem, and these different colors represent different plants. Okay, the light green is this plant over here, and this darker green is this plant over here. Okay, and then we have a graph, and this graph shows on the y-axis here we have the population numbers. That's the total number of organisms. And then on the bottom here we have the time on the x-axis. This is the days, and we have day 0 all the way up to day 100. So then when we go to read our graph and run this lab, you're going to hit the button run, and you're going to see what happens. Okay, and you're going to watch this go to day 100 in your ecosystem, and then it's pretty obvious what's happening now. Our ecosystem turned totally green. Plant A took over the entire ecosystem. Okay, and if you look down here at the graph shows that as well, but it shows it in numbers. And so plant A took off really quickly, it grew really fast, and if you hover your mouse over the line, you'll see the exact numbers, and you'll want to record these numbers in your lab. If you look at plant B, it looks like the population started to decline, it went down, and eventually looks like plant B died out completely. There's no more plant Bs in this ecosystem. Okay, so now we're going to reset it, and we're going to add another organism. We're going to tell this organism to eat one of these plants. And I'm telling it to eat plant A. You can see them pop up here. It looks like this herbivore is a rabbit. And then we're going to hit run again, and watch what happens. Okay, the ecosystem's changing. You can see that in the bird's eye view. And then if you look down at your graph, you can see that the populations are much different than when we started or in the original run of the simulation. So if you look, the plants start at the same spot. One plant B, is just taking a dive for it. It's not doing so hot. It's starting to die off. And then it looks like plant A starts to die off, and that's because this one here, this is the herbivore's population. Herbivore's population is growing rather quickly. It starts to eat plant A, and plant A's population goes down. Okay, and when plant A's population goes down, there's not enough food for herbivore A, or this rabbit, and the rabbit population starts to decline, it starts to drop. And when the rabbit population drops, oh, it looks like plant A's population can rise again. Okay, and when plant A's population rises, that causes plant B, because it can outcompete plant B, its population drops. And then over time, it looks like the populations kind of even out. Okay, stabilizes. It looks like about 5,000 plants there for plant B, about 3,333 plants for plant A, and then the herbivores, we have about 2,055 rabbits in this ecosystem. So this is just this website in a nutshell. Follow the rest of the directions in your lab, and hopefully this helps. Otherwise, ask me, ask a classmate, or just try to problem solve it yourself. I'm sure we can get this figured out.